right, guys, let's see what we have going on here. Okay, gotta find myself on YouTube. Let's see if YouTube makes me watch an ad for my own channel. Yep, watching an ad, isn't that great? Okay. If anyone ever doubted whether YouTube puts in ads for everyone for anything, just go live once on your own channel. You have to watch an ad before you even get there. All right, guys, so I'm just gonna run my mouth a few minutes to see if anyone pops on. Today, I am playing again with the Simple Stories Here and There collection kit because I had so much fun playing with it yesterday when I did that layout of Christopher and I in the lounge in San Francisco. Cheers, happy Winey Wednesday. It is definitely Winey Wednesday. I received a wine order in the mail today from my favorite winery in California. Hey guys, how are you? How's the Wednesday treating you? What's going on? All those kind of things. Yeah, all right. We're having people actually catch lives. That's great. So yeah, this is not one of the wines that was delivered today though. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna be scrapbooking with this Simple Stories collection some more because I had so much fun with it yesterday. I don't think I'm gonna do any mixed media tonight though. I do have a sketch of what I plan to do. This probably makes no sense to anyone else, and I would never hand this off as a sketch to use as inspiration because love it. Watching while you work, I love it. In Australia, so you're in our future, or in my future at least. This sketch is nothing that I would ever show anybody and say, hey, use this sketch as inspiration. I think it's great. This is kind of what I had in my head, and this is the roughest iteration of it, right? So I did want to share that I've got plans. I do this a lot with Post-it notes. So I've got a collection of Post-it notes, and I still have my Brutus Monroe shopping list. But this is what I am doing. So I have someone's at the damn door. I have two photos. This is Lana and Chloe. So, and then obviously this is an engine inlet for an airplane. So Christopher's work had family day and I had to work, but he took the girls just because we're big fans of flying in airplanes in this family. Lana's actually a student pilot, and Chloe likes to fly, but she doesn't want to actually do the flying. Hey guys. So anyway, I have these two photos of them. I have multiple photos of both of them standing in front of the engine inlet. But these are the closest that Christopher took of them in the same perspective. I've got like super close, super far out, which I totally appreciate because he was giving me options for my scrapbooking. But since I want to do a page of them together, what my plan is to do a page of them together, Lana and then Chloe. So these are the closest ones in size and perspective. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Okay, so I found these in my stash. I honestly don't know if I purchased them or if somebody sent them to me. I really don't know, you guys. I don't remember them. But I found them in my stash when I was doing a little bit of a cleanup. They're close to my heart die cuts. They're in khaki and white, and I thought that they would go great with this collection. So, all right, we're gonna put the photos off to the side and then start picking some papers. I actually might get, I don't know if I want to use khaki, who is at the door?
Your bug kid.
No, he did not come back.
Came to talk to the man of the house.
And you sent him on his merry way, right? Okay. Funny story today, guys. I don't know. Well, it's funny to me. I don't know if it's going to be funny to you guys, but earlier today, I'm just going to flip through these papers and take a quick peek while I'm telling you guys this. Earlier today, I had a knock on the door, and I popped up and answered it without looking because I thought it was my wine delivery, because you have to be over 21. Someone has to be over 21 in the house. You have to sign for it. They can't just leave it, right? So I opened the door and it's a guy, and it's not my UPS guy. It's just a guy. And I was like, hey, and he's like, hey, we're just in the neighborhood doing some work for your neighbors, and, you know, starts talking about pest control, and we're just doing some preventative measures because it's spider season and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, yeah, we got pest control. And he's like, oh, well, you know, a lot of the times we are really competitively priced, and we can beat, you know, a lot of other companies. Are you with, and he named 2 different companies, and I'm like, I don't know. Oh, you don't know? I'm like, no, I don't know. My husband handles that. So I'm trying to go with the whole, you know, my husband deals with that. I don't make any decisions, that kind of vibe. And, you know, he's just not getting it. Well, when will your husband be home? I don't know. You don't know when your husband's going to be home? No, I don't. Oh, okay. Well, you know, maybe, you know, I can give you some pricing and all this. And he wouldn't just shut up and let me be, right? Like, obviously, I'm giving you the vibe, dude, that I'm not interested in what you're selling. And finally, I told him I liked bugs. And he was just kind of like, oh. So then he left. And then apparently, he just came back. So, I mean, like, was he casing the house? Was he watching the house to see when another car was in the driveway, or what?
A man's car.
Yes, a man's car. Because he wanted to talk to the man that could make the decisions, because I'm just the little lady of the house that needs to learn and know her place. I actually used to pull that when, I gotta find the paper that I'm gonna use. It's this one. I actually used to pull that pretty regularly when telemarketers would call on the phone, and I would be like, oh, I don't know. I don't make those kind of decisions. Oh, you would have to talk to my husband, but I'm not allowed. I shouldn't even be on the phone. I think he's coming. I'm going to get in trouble for talking to you. Like, I would play it up something fierce. Just because, you know, they wouldn't take the I'm not interested. So, anyway, there's that. I don't know if that's a funny story to you guys, but it's a funny story to me. All right, so this is going to be my background paper. It's going to be this darker background with all the little plus signs or cross hatches or however you want to look at it. Usually I like Simple Stories floral paper. I really like the colors in this one, but the flowers are a little funky to me, right? Like they're a little weird and misshapen and blobby, some of them. This one kind of looks like the Jetsons car to me. So I'm not a super fan of this side of the papers. Yeah, you know, sometimes that doesn't work when, yes, I think that's hilarious. So Christopher, her husband, pointed to her and said, you need to talk to the boss, and pointed to her. Okay. All right. Yes, Christopher is joining in for Winey Wednesday. He's just kind of chilling out.
I don't drink.
And yeah, well, oh, sorry. He does not drink. So he's just joining in for Wednesday. Nothing whiny. So, all right. Enough of the blobby flowers. Let's do this. Okay, so I know I'm going to use these for some embellishments. I think what I want to do though is grab some khaki cardstock. Let me grab that, and I also want to grab some vellum. So, how to do that? See where the vellum is. I want plain vellum. Okay. So here's my khaki cardstock. I'm using the dotted Swiss type. It's basil. I don't have my glasses, so it's kind of hard to read this right now. Okay, and then I'm grabbing a sheet of plain vellum. This is one, oh, that's some thick vellum. Oh, it's more than one sheet. Duh, Sandy. This is one of the things I bought before I quit Hobby Lobby. It was on sale and I used my discount, so there we go. We will see if you found vintage Disney stuff. That is awesome, Angela. You're having Water Wednesday. Kristen said it's fine. She's having Water Wednesday. He doesn't even have a beverage right now.
Judge me.
Nobody's judging you. Okay, so we got that. We're gonna do a little bit of tearing. Now, in my sketch, I was gonna just have something come up from the bottom like this and leave this open, but I think what I want to do is stretch this and have each side torn like this, and then I'm gonna put some of this khaki on top of it. And I'm gonna put my adhesive where it's gonna be covered up, because you can totally see the adhesive, right? Like, you can totally see it. Wait, you quit Hobby Lobby. I did, Belinda. I will say that I absolutely love Hobby Lobby as a company. And when people say that they quit their managers or they quit their bosses, it is 100% true. My boss, my direct boss, and my boss's boss were not the best. And that's all I'm going to say about that. And I just went that. So, no more Hobby Lobby discount, but that's okay. All right, so now what I want to do is do a thinner thing here. We're going to use the highly scientific method of denting my paper with my fingernail. I'm going to cut that off, which is just about 4 3/4. So, and then I need to trim off the branding edge. Okay, so this is going to go here, and I thought I was going to like tear it, but I think I'm going to leave it fully intact like that. You've been out of the loop. Well, I didn't really announce it. I think I've only mentioned it twice online, so it's not like it's not like it was, you know, big huge news or anything. Oh my goodness, speaking of big huge news, I actually have big huge news. So if you guys caught, was it last week? The week before? I don't know. I think it was last week. I shared the papers that I got from Chamel's new collection. Main Character Energy is the name of her new collection. And that's all I was sent was papers, and it wasn't even all of the papers. I got a shipping notice that some of the embellishments and thickers and things like that are on their way to the Scrapbook Reflections shop. And the thing that I am most excited about is the purple stickers. Okay, I'm getting some. So exciting. You're not the only one that uses the super exact finger dent measure. Exactly, like it works, right? The finger dent is really good. I remember when, do you guys remember when like the perfect layers and the things like that all came out, so you could have everything squared and everything measured just perfectly and everything was just so? I couldn't get behind that. Like I just could not get behind that. Wasn't feeling it whatsoever. Okay, so we're gonna overlap these two photos. Brushing the cat made you late. Oh, Deb. Is it a long hair cat? You were looking for the black and white airport announcement board. Love that one. Excuse me while I reach across my table. This one, Simone. This is the layout that I did yesterday. I think this is the paper. He's a Maine Coon. Okay, that's a big kitty. Okay. Alrighty. Now we need some embellishing. Do I want to put that there? In my sketch, I have papers that are going this way. Don't really have any extra papers this way, but I'm kind of going off the sketch anyway, so we'll see about that. I do have these. I actually have scraps because they were on the side of my my trimmer. Okay, so I got those. Just lost all of the papers because they just fell off the edge. All right. Kind of like that airplane. What I need to do is grab some cardstock so I can mat these photos. You're so proud, Scraps. I'm just telling you that, yeah, they're just there because I was too lazy to throw them away, Kristen. That's why they're still there, and because it was yesterday. But yeah, we'll use some of the scraps. Okay, let's see if I can use up some cardstock here. What colors do I got going on here? I got some blues and some peachy, some dark mustard yellow. Don't know. Okay. So this is all the 8.5 by 11 colored cardstock that I have left in my life. My whites, browns, and blacks are in another one. But let's see if I've got anything that is even close to this. This is what happens when you start using all of your stuff up. You don't have, that's lighter, but I feel like it's the same kind of tone, so I've also got that one. I'm gonna use this one. Okay. Put that back. Oh, you need tons of airplane themed paper. Just got back from Oshkosh and took over 1,000 plane pictures. Okay, that could be scrapbook albums all on their own, just airplane layouts. That sounds awesome. Awesome. I wish that they would make a travel collection that was just airplanes. Like, I don't need a bicycle. I don't need a train. I don't need a boat or a car. Just give me all the airplanes. I wish that someone would make that collection, because I would buy it so fast. All right, let's cut some photo mats for, do I want 4 1/4 or 4 1/2? We're gonna do 4 1/4. Okay. Now that should be, I cut it in half and it works because this paper should be 8 1/2 by 11, but fun fact, you guys, some of my 8 1/2 by 11 paper is not 8 1/2 by 11, because if I cut it down, the 8 1/2 side down to 4 1/4, sometimes there is definitely more or less left over on the other side, which is super frustrating. Just like not all 12 by 12 paper is 12 by 12 paper. That drives me insane too. Does that drive you guys insane, or is that like a, Sandy, you need to get over that type of thing? Alright. I think I need some fun foam. I have this, so we'll get my fun foam scissors. Now this is a little ridiculous, but I bought these scissors because they're pretty. And they were cheap. They were like 41 cents on clearance. And I was like, oh, they're so pretty. They'll be so fun to use. They're not great. So they turned into fun foam scissors. You walked over 50 miles? Oh my word. Vicky Bouton's Where To Next is good. Yeah, I bought some of her stuff out of that collection. But not all of it. My favorite Vicky Bouton collection was, what's that one? Storyteller? Is that the name of it? I think that was my favorite collection of hers. You have the same scissors. How fun is that? Okay. Is anyone playing along with MK's 31 Days of Cut Files? I need to find my, I need to find my Cricut cord so I can cut. Because I guess technically I could, cut it with my laser, but the laser obviously burns white paper, so I always cut with the laser with black cardstock. Now, if you haven't, if you didn't know about this, if you're putting fun foam on the back of your photos, I used to always use liquid adhesive because it was easier, right? But I discovered if you start your ATG off the fun foam, roll it over the fun foam, and end it off the fun foam, it sticks so much better. You order the pre-cut files. Ooh, it'll go live tomorrow. Okay. You are, but a sprained wrist is keeping you from making pages right now. Oh, that stinks, Deb. I'm sorry. Oh, almost put Chloe upside down. That would not be fantastic, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to overlap. And in this case, I'm going to put, I'm going to put Chloe's photo on top, because there's just some random people back there. I have no idea who they are, so I don't care if they get covered up. But I don't want to cover them up completely because I don't want the edge of this photo mat in line with the edge of the dotted Swiss khaki paper. So I'm going to bring it over just a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to pop that down. probably should figure out where the title is going to go, because my intention was to have it say Sweet Memories. I'm putting khaki over top of khaki though. I mean, I could do a vertical title. I don't want a vertical title. I don't like that. Maybe Sweet can go over top of the photos. I'm okay with that because I'm not covering up the girls at all. Just tear that. Give my... This is going to be the upper piece that I had planned. So in my sketch, and I use that term very loosely, I had 2 layers for my horizontal bits, and I think I'm going to keep that. Even though this is a tiny little section over here, it's fine. All right, and we're going to go do. So every time I do something like that, does anybody remember picture pages? And the little theme thing where they go, picture pages, time to get picture pages, time to get your crowns and your pencils. I'm from Maryland, so we say crowns, not crayons. And there was a thing, and he would go down, and the little, like his magic pencil or whatever it was would be like, doo-doo-doo-doo. So every time I do this and I'm like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, I sing picture pages in my head. Not that you guys needed to know that, but there it is. I'm just sharing all kinds of information tonight. Okay, so that little tiny bit is gone. You vaguely remember. Slap that vellum sheet over the paper. I really like putting vellum on a layout because you can see kind of through it, and it just gives it a little bit of a difference. I also like using vellum as die cuts and putting it on, just as little bits. Okay. You just sang with me. Your kid thinks you're crazy. I love that. I think probably Christopher thinks I'm crazy too, but I'm pretty sure he remembers picture pages.
Nope.
Yes, you do. Okay. So we have Sweet. I need to go pick up the stuff that I accidentally slung off the table. Okay. We have these. I thought they were, yeah, it's on here. Okay, Sweet Memories. Bum, bum, bum. Everybody knows Sweet Caroline. Okay. I'm gonna do Sweet Memories. I had to figure out how exactly I wanted the spacing. So I know I want it there. So we'll just put these on. These stickers smell a little funny. Not like, they just smell a little weird. I don't know how to describe it. Usually I love the smell of scrapbooking supplies, but these do smell a little funky. Okay. Get this guy down there. Did you not want to use your glass mat? That was before you moved. Total moment of brutal honesty. I have the glass mat. I also bought that cool mixed media cover for it. And the only reason why I haven't switched it out is because I haven't cleaned it yet. So, yeah. It's laziness. Simone, straight up laziness. You got a comment, Christopher? Okay. And these stickers like to stick to that vellum. Okay, I'm going to use liquid adhesive on here because I don't feel like messing with the ATG. Put that here. Oop, don't want to cover up Lana's feet. And there we go. I just moved that around, and then that... The good thing about Nuvo Deluxe is that it dries clear and matte. So now if these were special, amazing photos, and I'm not saying that the photos of my daughters are not special or amazing, but if these were like one-of-a-kind photos, you know, heritage photos I could never replace, I probably would not put adhesive on the photos, but let's be serious, guys. These aren't. Tell Christopher no comments from the peanut gallery. I think you need to mic Christopher up at this point. You know, it's funny because I've told him that he needed to do a voiceover or something for me because he knows the scrapbooking terms, you guys. And Alex always says that when he comes home to visit that he wants to actually do a video, but I think they're just talking big game.
I'll do one when Stickles come back.
Stickles are back, homie.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Don't tease me.
I'm not teasing you. Stickles are back. He's over there hyperventilating. He loves Stickles and deco scissors, guys.
Old school.
He is old school. I mean, when he discovered I got rid of my deco scissors, it was like a problem. He was very sad. Very sad. And I ended up buying a pair of them just so I could have them back. But if you really want deco scissors again, Hobby Lobby does sell a package of them of like 15 or something in there. Are you okay over there?
Fine.
All right, I want to put a little arrow here, and I don't know if I have any left. I do. I don't know if these are actually on the site, available on the site right now, but these are Scrapping Reflections arrows. Okay. They stress you out, but you like Stickles. Okay. I mean, Stickles are basically just a glitter glaze, and you guys know how I feel about glitter glaze, so. They're like the OG glitter glaze. All right, so we're gonna put that there. That way, there's some sort of filler there. There isn't this awkward gap. It's not a big bulky filler, but there's just a little decorative bit in that gap, which, you know, makes me happy. All right, next, could have also put like a word strip there or something. All right, need another strip of paper because this looks unfinished to me. Like this little strip right here, it's like, what are you doing with this? So I need to add in more. Let's see what I want to use. Now the question is, do I want to cut into a 12 by 12 paper for that tiny little strip? And I mean, I don't have a problem cutting into my paper for a tiny little strip, but I just want to make sure that there's something in here that I actually want to use, like this paper. Why do you have to have a train and a car on here with the airplanes? Just leave the daggone airplanes. Do you know what I'm saying? Stickles and deco scissors were before your time. Your husband likes to play with all of your different tools while scrapbooking. Well, before I got my own heat gun, I used to use Christopher's heat gun to emboss. Then I got my own. It's like nothing is sacred anymore.
Nope. Like a workbench.
I also took over his workbench in the garage, so yes. And I heard about that earlier tonight. I don't want to put, I do think I'm going to add a little bit of color up here though. So this is what happens. I don't know exactly what paper I want under here, but I do know I want a little color up there. Oh, hello friends. So we're going to put the little bit of color up here. And this will also give me a little bit of a base to do some embellishing up here. Now in my sketch, I use this term very loosely, these were my areas of embellishment. And then I was going to do a little extra something up here. But I think since I made this section of the paper so wide, I'm not putting anything up there. I'm also not going to really embellish anything here. So I think it's going to end up here and here. But I still need to find some paper. So let's figure that out real quick. Brutus Monroe 6x6 paper pads out the wazoo. I'm wondering if anything will work in there or if I should just go to something. I'm going to use that. I don't know where this came from. But I think that the greens are close enough, the creams are close enough. It's good, it's close enough, right? Like it's not an exact match, but it is close enough. And I'm gonna have the arrows point this way, droop, because that arrow is pointing that way as well. Now the only thing I have to be careful of, what I have to be careful of is, I really didn't plan this ahead of time, so I can't have my if I do this, I think I want that on top of that. I think I need to do this side first because I didn't plan this ahead enough. You know what I mean? All right, so we'll put that exactly there on that line. Normally I'm not match it up kind of thing. Long story short, you did 12 airports in 14 days? Holy Moses. That's amazing. How was that trip? Spain and Morocco. That sounds amazing. Okay. And you know what? I'm going to put this all the way to the edge of the paper too, because this is all the way to the edge of the paper. So I feel like this can be all the way to the edge of the paper as well. Whoops, and I just stuck that down. So I will put this here like this, and then we'll put this out. So this is a thing, and I'm going to put you out to there. so that I can get a good place for embellishment. Okay. All right, so to me, this adds just enough weight here. And my arrows are facing the same way, so I am happy with that. All right, we're going to do these things here. I wonder if this floral is too big. Come on and pop out. All right, well, it's a little bit torn, but it's fine. No, don't really like that. I do, however, like this tab. And go ahead and put that there. Because it is a decorative tab and I don't have to put anything on it, right? I don't need to put a date. I don't need to do any of those things. All right, my plan was to actually use these flowers on here, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to pull out these little leaves with these little white bits and then get into this over here to figure out what I'm going to do. Now, a globe, always an option, especially when it has to do with airplane photos, I think. Good for one amazing vacation. That's cute. The journey starts now. This would be awesome if it wasn't a train. Like, what is up with all the trains, you guys? It's driving me insane. I do like this little airplane thing right here. Do I use that here? Here? Okay, we're not gonna stick that down all the way because I do like that, but I'm not sure if that is going to be my final thing. Okay. I literally just dumped everything into one of those Hobby Lobby page protectors that come in their albums that I don't like since it has that extra space there. All right, let's see what I can put here to kind of overlap.
Motion detected at the damn door.
Oh, sounds like Chloe's home. All right, I'm gonna overlap those. I do need to put, I don't have any more fun foam handy. Let me grab some of that. All right, running out of fun foam. Gonna have to move on to the unfun foam soon. Okay, we're gonna put that right there. I'm just making sure that nothing is lining up exactly. Like, I don't want the bottom of this cloud sticker to line up with this paper exactly, so I'm just gonna push it down ever so slightly. Oh, I like that better. Normally, you guys, I'm a, yep, it works, we're going with it type girl. Well, that's got to stay on there now because it's fun foamed. Usually I'm a, hey, it works, I'm not messing around with it and changing up. Oh no, you stocked up last time it was at the store. Yeah, I have a fun foam dealer. She keeps me with all the fun foam. Okay. like that a whole lot better. Okay, so I've got that area there. Am I gonna add more embellishment? I don't know. I'm probably gonna journal right here. But honestly, you guys, it's a struggle. Oh, look, there was a die cut one too. That was a little bit bigger, but a little bit bigger in size, but less clouds. We like the sticker. Okay. But I'm going to be very real. I don't like to journal on camera. Okay. All right. How about you guys that, do you guys that have YouTube channels like to journal on camera? Because these flowers just feel weird to me. There's another freaking car. Is LFA a real airport code?
What?
Is LFA a real airport code?
Sure. What am I, all things aviation?
Yes. You are my aviation expert.
I'm not a pilot.
We know the mechanics are the real
Did you say
heroes.
LFA or LFR?
LFA.
No.
No? Okay. Thank you.
Not in this country.
Not in this country?
Actually,
What about other countries?
LFA is a Florida airport.
What airport is it?
It's not.
Okay, you're just messing with me now.
It's in Mexico.
It's in Mexico? What airport is it?
LFA.
I know it's LFA. What is the airport?
You know, people are gonna feel sad for me.
People are going to feel sad for you because I'm yelling at you right now.
Hi.
Hi, Chloe. How's work?
I'm not.
It's La Florida Airport
La Florida?
in Mexico.
Okay, thanks. Okay. We're going to put that leaf there. La Florida Airport. Kristen knew what it was.
Who?
Kristen.
I'm sorry, I'm slightly deaf.
I know you're slightly deaf. God in heaven. Okay, we're going to put that leaf there. I'm going to put this flower here. It's going to cover up that edge a little bit, but it's fine.
No.
No, Chloe, we have not eaten yet. Nemo. I'm going to put that there. Usually my geotags overlap, but there's this little weird awkward gap right there that I think that will fit in there perfectly.
Awkward silence.
I'm leaving a little early in the morning. I'm gonna say bye, Sammy.
Well, we leave it around 10.
And then
I'll be gone.
we're going to do a couple little of these guys.
And then I'll work.
Put that one there. And I feel like I want something here. Such a random airport. Like, why did they choose that one? Like, what's your thought process? Simple Stories. Like, they watch this channel.
Your product made in Mexico.
Actually, I think it's made in China. No, made in USA. How about that? Made in China. Okay, this 12 by 12 sticker sheet says made in USA, but the chipboard and the other things say made in China.
Sent to you from Florida and Mexico.
Yes, via Florida and Mexico. Okay, let's see if we got anything in here that I can cut apart to put right there, because I'm feeling something. Oh, look, there's that paper again. I don't know if anything is actually going to end up there, guys. Even though I really want something there, I don't think it's going to. is one of the reasons why I think I struggle just using singular collections, because I always want more than what they offer. Alright, I'm just gonna do that. I think I'll add a little flower there too. Okay, now I definitely need other stuff. These will work. These might go in that kit too. Okay. So these are some Prima gemstone things. I'm just going to put one there. All right. This is where, is there a smaller flower? Oh, Kristen, I don't know when you posted that. Okay. This is where I'm going to call it done. 5 cents in the done jar. So we used to, I'm just full of fun facts today. Or maybe not so fun facts if you're not finding them interesting, but we used to have a done jar. So whenever someone said I'm done instead of I'm finished, we would say 5 cents in the done jar, and it was a mason jar, and we'd make everybody throw 5 cents in there. So it's not how we paid our mortgage.
I would just relax.
Oh, goodness. Okay, but anyway, we did have a done jar. And it was 5 cents in the done jar. Whenever you said done instead of finished. Okay. My little, oh, I just ripped it. My little, good thing it didn't rip through to the front. Okay, my little strap was kind of falling down, and you guys know I don't like it when my straps fall down. Bring that down just a little bit. I don't know if that made a huge difference, but I feel like it did. Like, I feel better about it. Okay, guys, the layout is finished. Can you please let you know which collection you did? Yeah, it's this same collection, Simone. It's Simple Stories here and there. This is the collection kit. I know that they sell. The collection kit comes with the 12 by 12 sheets of paper and the cardstock sticker sheet. So, oh, the collection kit was made in USA too. Weird. It's like they sourced it in different, it's not like they sourced it in different places. They definitely sourced it in different places. Anyway, it's the Here and There collection from Simple Stories. This is the second time I have scrapbooked with basically one collection, and it feels very weird because I usually like to mix and match. Okay, Deb, get some rest. Feel better. All right, guys, have a great night. Thanks for joining me and listening to me ramble. And a little bit of Christopher rambling too. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great night, and I'll let you know when the Chamel stuff is in the shop. I'll post in the Scrapping Reflections Facebook group. And now YouTube keeps messing around with my buttons, and I can never find the end the live. So it just feels like this big awkward moment. Okay.